Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. This is Nick Lasorsa along with my color analyst, step-in for Nolan Carruthers, who is MIA, combination of alcohol poisoning and his body breaking down because you know how old he is. It's tough for him to get mentally and physically ready from week to week. So we're giving you crap, Nolan. Best of hope you have recovered quickly and hope you're feeling a lot better. Meanwhile, Daryl's elected to jump in. Daryl Johnson of Arvada. Daryl's been with me for a long time. Actually, I think we met each other when you worked at Western Bowl when you were in high school.
Yep. Many years ago.
Many moons. So Daryl's elected to jump in, and I know you'll do a great job, buddy. But our first match today, stair-step finals. Connie Bailey of Arvada taking on our fourth seed, Don Sarno of Thornton. Don's elected to have Connie lead the match. So bowlers, go ahead and shake hands, and best of luck. And away we go. What a difference a week makes. Daryl, how about that weather last Saturday at Littleton?
Kidding.
Oh, man.
It's amazing the difference.
I got out of there. Well, nobody showed up at 8 o'clock, of course, because it's like 12 degrees with wind blowing sideways, and you're going, what am I doing here?
Yeah. It's in the 60s today.
And it's almost 70 degrees, yeah. Of course, tomorrow it's going to be 21 and then 13.
Yep, snow on Tuesday.
So welcome to Colorado.
Yep.
Looks pretty good.
Oh, nice shot,
Nice.
Connie.
That a girl. All right. Connie's a two-time champion. Her last title was at Western Bowl, and that's been just about 4 years now. But Connie joined the club before I did. I joined in 86, and Connie, I believe, joined in 85.
Wow.
When she was Connie Harrison. That's a little trivia for you folks out there. But
Looks a little light for Dawn.
All right, a little light for Don. Don's dad, Don Sr., I think he either had knee replacement. I think it was knee replacement. And he's doing well. He's back to bowling league, but I don't think he's quite ready to take us on a weekly basis yet. But his dad is a lot of fun, good player. And Don Sr. Recuperate well for us, too. We hope to see you soon.
Nice cover.
All right. This is the Kegel flex pattern called Eiffel Tower. And if you picture the Eiffel Tower in your head, you'll see that it's got that tower straight up in the middle. So the pattern is basically built that way. So what that does for you, it allows you to bump that line, so to speak, all the way up. So you can, like a right-hander, he's going to hit 17, and you're going to watch the ball just sit there. And that induces high scoring. So I just like that.
Yep.
You can take a chance and even pull the ball a little bit, and the ball, it's going to help you. The condition's going to help you. Going right with the ball, not so much, because there is some pretty serious hang out there. So you'll see. And today all the players are right-handed, and they're basically all going to be playing the same line. Yeah. There you go. And
yeah,
she started out good in the roll-off, and she's continued to rock and roll.
Yeah, it seemed like in early the shot wasn't as easy. It got quite a bit easier as time went on.
As everybody bowls on it, you are opening it up. But the sweet part is now it gives you a little bit room right, but oh my God, it gives you that bump right up, 17, 18 left, and boy, what a sweet shot. Then it's just a matter of carry.
Yep.
As you did so well yesterday.
Oh, I had a day I'll never forget yesterday.
It's you shoot 261 over for 4 games with a handicap. I don't care how much handicap you get.
I didn't need my handicap.
No,
yesterday.
you did not. Probably the only time in your life you can actually look at me dead in the eye and say that without laughing.
Exactly.
But, yeah, you threw the ball great yesterday, and that's good.
Anytime
you can really get on a tournament pattern and really throw the ball well, it gives you so much confidence for the next time. It really does. Oh, she'd have made the 7.
Stepney XR8 is holding up a tie sign here.
Oh.
So,
they really have to make homicide justifiable at some point. Really, I mean, I should
be glad to do it for you.
I should be able to walk into a courtroom and go, Your Honor, it was Joe Stepniak. And he go, you're right. Okay. We'll let you go this time.
After I bowled well yesterday, I texted him. He sent me a picture of sandbags.
Oh, God. Nice shot for Don.
Nice.
He's so bad. All in fun, of course.
Yep.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's so bad. So 5th place today with 5% of the Megapod, $258 Fourth place is 308. And then third place, 490. Second place, 931. And the winner today is going to take home $1,762.
Nice weekend.
With our turnout this weekend, our singles event at Wheat Ridge next week will be $1,900 and change, just under $2,000. So
nice.
Back up, 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 and up. And then we're almost getting into springtime already. It's hard to believe. But I wanted to get here very, very quickly.
Me too.
I'm tired of winter. Even though we've had a mild winter.
Real mild winter, but
Yeah,
still.
we really
The
have.
temperatures.
Don misses a 4.
Missed the 4.
Misses 6, I'm sorry. That's a key miss when you're spotting somebody that much handicap. And that's not like him. Don's a pretty good spare shooter. So Connie Bailey, double, 9 spare through 3. See if she can keep those marks going. All right, little light, but she's okay.
Easy spare.
Yep, 1, 2, 4. She is doing exactly what we try to tell lower to middle average bowlers bowl when they bowl in the finals. It's you again. You know, nobody can do anything to you as far as do anything against your physical game. You're going to go out and do what you normally do. When you have the opportunity, now you spare. When you're getting handicapped in a 10 frames, one game, and it approaches 20, 30 pins, all you have to do is close frames.
Yep.
Your opponent must strike or double to try to catch you. Opens become critical, especially for the person that's giving the handicap. So
Absolutely.
The key is to relax, throw a good ball, make whatever you leave, and just make it as tough as you can on your opponent. And that's basically the game, especially in match play. So Connie Bailey up, frame number 5.
Looks good.
A little high, but got lucky. Okay. 4-7. Can't remember who Connie works for now. Her specialty is local government taxation, I believe, and different states is what their tax base is, and so obviously now through, depending on when their year end is, fiscal year end is, she can pull her out and go nuts. Yeah,
It'll be busy.
Yeah. But the nice part is
She's got that.
they
Nice
they
cover.
closed their office, which was just as you're coming into Broomfield off of Westminster, and now she has the ability to work at home. So they set up an office in her house, and
Oh, that's nice.
turn the coffee on, go down, flip on the computer, and away we go. Let's see if Don can get back on it here. That looks pretty good.
That's good. Oh, came
All
high, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I thought he kicked that 7 out, but he didn't. Of course, his good friend Sky Hiddle just absolutely loves this place. I told General Manager Chris Mesk, I said, are you going to make a statue of Sky put out in the front here?
I bowled with him
He just
yesterday in
tears it
qualifying
up.
and in semis today, and he bowled great.
He does. I mean, his last 2 games with handicap, folks, 270 and 280. He doesn't get that much handicap.
No.
So you're talking like 250, 260.
Yep. Yeah,
I'll take
he bowled well.
510 for 2
Oh,
on
any
a
day.
tournament pattern. Yeah.
I'd take it on a house.
Hell, there's times I'll take it for 3. All right, so frame number 6 for Don Sarno. That looks much better.
That's
Very
really
nice.
nice.
All right,
Chip
he
the
does
4.
get that 4-pin to fall over.
That's a Joe ball, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind me. And Don, of course, I believe he bowls the premier men's league here on Monday nights, which I believe is a scratch league, and they bowl on challenge patterns,
Nice.
which still is, it's not a house shot,
Yep.
but it gives them some kind of idea what to do when you're doing other things. Look at this.
Wow. Look at that carry.
Throws a mixer and kicks out the 4-5-7. Even Joe Stepniak couldn't do that, folks. Trust me. So 104 in the 5th with a strike. Meanwhile, Don Sarno 86 in the 5th with a strike, but he's also spotting her, I believe, 33. So right now, Connie's up 42. and can extend it to 52 with a double. And she's doing exactly what we tell them, big. Close frames. Close frames. Roll up. All right. Got that 10 out of there, so there's no washout. Leaves a 1-2, easy spare. So this year you're bowling what leagues, Darryl, other than the home builders on Thursday night at Wheat Ridge?
I also bowl Tuesday night at Wheat Ridge. The
Oh, that's
Pioneer.
right.
Yep.
Pioneer 1,
Yep.
which
40
moved over
teams
there.
this year.
40 teams
Big,
of 5
big league.
with the waiting list, folks.
Yep.
200 men competing on a weekly basis. Handicap
And
men's
some
league.
very
It's got to
good
be.
bowlers. Very
It's
good
got to be the largest men's handicap league in the state, I would think.
I would think. Yeah.
And again, ooh, she couldn't quite get there. So she opens in the 7th. Let's see. Yep, open in the 7th.
132 in the
Now
7th.
gives Don a great opportunity to get back in here. If he can double, he's on a strike. Yeah, but that league is phenomenal. And again, all the credit in the world to Rocco Panetta, who worked tirelessly to not only build that league, but get everybody set up and going. It's a lot of work. Yep. 200 bowlers is a lot of work.
Absolutely.
So
left the 3-pin on for Don.
Yep. And he did a hell of a lot of work. He put that together. And then he did the same thing on Friday night, I believe, and he's got that league. I think that's a mixed league, but he's got that up to 16 teams.
Yep. Yeah, I've subbed on his team
sub
a
on
few
that?
times
Yeah.
once in a while.
I think we might see Rocco and Tony Panetta next week at Zone Wheat Ridge.
I talked to Rocco yesterday. He's planning on bowling.
Yeah, I laughed because I told him, I said, hey, I'm putting Earl Anthony out. I said, it's lefty shot.
Lefty
Come on,
shot.
And who the hell knows? It probably isn't. But
Yeah.
I was just going to change it from Earl Anthony to Rocco Panetta, 42 feet. All right, nice ball. It's a shame he couldn't carry that other one. He'd have a 3-bagger. But
Yep. So we're down to
so he's got
20 pins.
126th in the 7th with a strike in the 8th. And let's see, Connie's up in the 8th on an open. She's up 6 pins scratch, so if she marks here,
Oh,
all right, good ball.
nice ball, easy spare.
She could still be up about 30 pins with, 30 pins with 2 frames to go if she makes this. Again, 30 with 2 to go. Don at this point almost has to throw the last 4. Meanwhile, Connie just has to groove along and close frames. The thing that was amazing about Connie years ago, when the sport leagues first started, we actually put together a sport league in Denver. It was the only winter fall sport league. And the first year we traveled through all the Brunswick houses in Denver. So we bowled in 5 different houses, a different shot every 7 weeks. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Now, obviously, first time bowling on sport, some of the guys' averages were 30, 35 pins under their league average or 15, 20 pins under the league average. Connie's average was 4 pins higher on sport.
Really?
Yeah. She averaged 181.
I'm in
league.
the 30 to 40.
Yeah,
different,
please, I'm worse than that. But Connie, I think, was like 181. And that first year, she averaged either 184 or 185.
Wow.
Very impressive.
Absolutely.
Very impressive. We had one bowler over deuce, which was Hall of Famer Dwayne Millinger,
Nice.
who averaged 209. So you have 48 bowlers, second high average 199. And we're talking
Wow.
Randy Allen, Wayne Bradford,
Big names.
pretty good bowlers.
Yep.
And when you see that separation of the field, you realize how good Dwayne Millinger really is.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
of course, he was recognized as such a year or two ago by being elected into the Denver Hall of Fame. Well deserved.
Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Sarno, this is your key shot,
Time
buddy.
to get going here.
Yep, he needs a double right here. That looks pretty
Looks
good.
Didn't come up.
Didn't quite come up. Leaves what 2, 4, 5.
5.
Yep. So let's see where he's at here. If he can go spare 46, he can go 196 scratch. with 29, so we can go 225, which he does. Meanwhile, Connie is on a spare, so assuming that she gets a strike, she can actually shoot 180 with an open, and her 53. She doesn't even have to mark.
No, she doesn't have to mark.
If Don doesn't strike out.
Right.
So, again, she's grinding along. That looks pretty good. Man, he's either light or he's just a touch heavy. He can't find that middle road here.
I think that's a little bit due to the fresh pattern.
Well, yeah,
Fair.
of course.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like Don Sarno is going to finish 5th today, ladies and gentlemen. And with 5% of the Megapod, he's going to take home $258. And Connie Bailey's going to move on. She's going to take on Henry Gonzalez Sr., match number 2. Of course, FBAC, Phil Ball, always carries. Okay, so Don goes 183 scratch, 212 with handicap. Excellent game.
Yep.
But unfortunately, not enough. Connie will finish up frame 10 here. Very good. Yep, just in case. She went, well, just in case there's the slimmest of chances that he can beat me. No way. So actually, she's going to beat him scratch.
Yep.
Excellent game for Connie.
She's my pick to click.
Oh, here we go. You know, he always
Here's
jumps
my
in.
pick to click.
Oh, we're not talking about it. He jumps in so he gets first dibs.
That's right.
Well, if it's that time, I'm going to take my pick, too.
Yeah, I know what your pick's going to be.
I think I'll have to stay with Sky. On
Oh,
this one.
duh.
Well, like I said, I bowled with him yesterday and today, and he actually helped me out yesterday. I think I was playing right. We were playing the same line, and him with a little bit more wrist in it than I do, and I was just falling right on top of him.
All right. I am going to take Will the Thrill Reynolds, who has never won in all the years. Got a bunch of seconds and thirds. You never know what to expect from Will. And I'll tell you what, never bowl Will for money at Heatheridge.
Good to know.
Yeah. That's like trying to bowl Sky Hiddle here at Cold Creek. That's about the same. All right. We had a great game there from Connie Bailey, 243 with handicap against Don Sarno's 212.
190 scratch.
Yeah,
That'll
excellent.
work.
So Connie's going to move on, and she's going to face our third-seeded player, Henry Gonzalez Sr. of North Glen. You saw his son last week, and you'll see that match in just a moment. We're going to step aside for editing purposes. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Cold Creek Lanes in Lafayette. Come on back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa, Darrell Johnson here at Cold Creek Lanes in Lafayette for our second top 5 finals match. Connie Bailey continues to move up. She won the roll-off and won the first match against Don Sarno, and now she's up against third seed Henry Gonzalez Sr. of North Glen, and Henry's elected to have Connie lead the match. So they're going to shake hands. Connie's going to lead. This is actually one of the closer matches of the day, Darrell. It's our two, quote, handicappers. Connie obviously gets 53. Henry gets 57. And both of them a bunch of bonus pins. What that means, folks, is it's been a while since either one of these bowlers has cashed in one of our tournaments. So both bowlers are overdue. So it's good to see them make the finals today and see what they can do from here.
I'm really familiar with those bonus pins.
Unfortunately, yes. And you know what? Believe it or not, Darrell, and obviously you'll agree with me, but everybody, at one time or another, has had that.
Oh, absolutely.
There's times when you're in such a groove, you go home thinking, please don't this ever end because you're throwing a ball so good.
Yep.
And then there's times you're going, I think there's 24-year-olds at my front door. They want to bowl me for money. That's how bad I'm bowling. Misses it. All right. So Connie's open in frame number 1, and this will be your first look at Henry Gonzalez Sr.
It always seems like the streaks of bowling bad are longer than the bowling good, though.
Yeah. So yeah, it's funny though, and everybody wishes that the streak would be longer than what it actually is.
Absolutely.
All right. Henry Gonzalez Sr. We got a great story to say about him, and we'll get to that in just a moment. You saw his son Henry Jr. bowl last week at AMF
That's
Littleton.
a little outside there.
Henry, believe it or not, was a stonemason and very good work. He had serious back problems, and to a point where unfortunately Henry was using a cane to get around, and it was almost to the point where he was not going to be able to bowl anymore or not be able to walk anymore. So a couple years ago now, doctors said, we can do this operation on your spine.
Ooh,
Great
nice
shot.
cover.
All right. But there is a chance that you'll lose your memory.
Wow.
And, of course, he was in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And he said, you know what? Let's do it. And the operation was successful. As you can see now, Henry's back to bowling.
Wow.
No problem, no pain in his back. And had absolutely no memory of his family, his son, his daughter, or his grandchildren.
Wow.
He didn't trust anybody. Well, how could you? You'd have no idea
Absolutely.
what the heck's going on. And his
I can't even
son-
imagine that.
I can't either. Henry Jr.'s son basically took him by the hand and walked around to all the places that they would go. And Henry would, like the first time I saw him back, Henry Jr. came up to me and he said, told me exactly what had happened. And he said, he's not going to know you. And I've known Henry Gonzalez for 30 years. And he said, Nick, he's not going to know you. He said, and he explained why. And I said, okay, fine. We'll just go like we normally go. And he came up and I introduced myself and he introduced himself. And he's known my wife just as long, didn't know who she was. Now, over a period of time now, he knows who his grandkids are. He knows who his son is. He knows who his wife is. And you know what? What would you do? I mean, if you're in excruciating pain and you're almost at the point where you're going to be a cripple and you got a chance to get back to normality, but there's that percentage that you might not remember. What do you do?
Tough decision.
That is,
Man.
it's incredibly
I can't
tough.
even imagine it.
I can't. You know what? I've been both sides.
Yep.
I really have. Would I forget everything? And so what do I do? Or do I say, I'm in so much pain, I have to take a chance. I have to. And that's what he decided to do. And God bless him. So far, everything's good. So
That's great. But
it's an unbelievable story, folks. It's absolutely true. But we've been pulling for him. Yeah, we've been pulling for him ever since he's come back. Henry was probably a good high 90, low deuce shooter on a house shot. And he was a solid 180 in ABT on tournament patterns. One of his therapies was his son getting him back to bowl. He didn't know that he bowled. He had no idea. And he pulled his stuff out.
wow.
And they went to, I think they started at North Glen because it's right down the street from where they live. And he got him back into bowling. And a lot of things started to click,
Yep.
which is awesome. Now, honestly, Henry's only in the 150s right now. And he's just really starting to come back. But I am so happy to see him doing this.
Absolutely.
Because it's what he loves.
And nice cover.
All right, here we go. So Connie opened in the first two frames, but spares number 3. Henry opened in frame 2. So he's going to have a slight advantage at this point. And and some of the crazy stuff was that you have to bite your tongue and you can't believe it. But the one time he came out to qualify Henry, and he was through about 2.5 games, and he sat down and he blacked out. And he had no idea where he was. He didn't know he was bowling ABT. No clue at all. So, Henry, his son, came over and sat down and talked to him because he was having these little mini blackouts when he first started coming back. And he looked at him and he goes, I'm bowling? He goes, yeah. Am I doing good? He says, yeah, you're not doing bad. Where are we? I mean, and you have to just go with the flow. Make him feel as comfortable as possible. We love the guy to death. His family's fantastic. They've been great supporters of the clubs for years, and I'm so happy for him and his wife and kids, grandkids that they're able to continue
Absolutely.
sharing their lives together.
Yep.
And him able to come out and compete now. It's just awesome. It's a crazy story, folks. Absolutely true.
I didn't know any of that.
Yeah. All right, frame number 4.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, he liked it.
Oh,
Oh, he put his hand
10
up.
pin. It's a good shot.
Of course, a lot of this stuff, we normally don't allow family to be in the set area at all, but just off camera,
Oh.
I have his son
Absolutely.
making sure that Henry understands where he's at all times, and anything that goes wrong, he's ready to jump in. So that's my decision.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, hooked it.
He's got it.
Yeah, he did. Very good.
Nice.
A little bit of a reverse hook. So not bad. He's marked 3 of the 4 frames. And Connie, she can
On a
basically do
spare.
the same with a spare strike here in the 4th frame. Oh, I take that back. She opened first 2
Yeah, she'll open
frames,
the
so
first 2.
she's still going to be down probably about 10 pins. Come on. Oh! That was a Ken Bailey ball right there. Did you see that? All right, so she's got strike in the 4th frame, spare in the 3rd.
I would have left a split on that shot.
Fall, please. So
Except
she's-
yesterday.
yeah, you could do no wrong yesterday, buddy. All right, so she's down 8 scratch, which means she's down 12 total because she's spotting them 4 pins. So still anybody's ball game. Frame number 5.
Looks pretty good.
Sure does.
Nice.
Oh, that was a great shot. Good roll. He took the 5 pin sideways into the 7
7,
pin.
yep.
It's a great double.
Nice
Boy, she needed it. Gets back in the match. She's now jumped up, and she's leading by, well, no, she's still down 2, depending on Henry's count
Yep.
here in frame number 5. So we got ourselves a close match. So, Darryl, once you did your apprenticeship at Western Bowl, where did you go to college?
I went to Metro State.
Okay.
Denver. 2 years of college.
Oh, and he almost did the same thing that Connie did, although he couldn't carry the 10 on lane number 20.
And then I got into computers. So
It's kind of
Working
funny,
with them ever
it's
since.
it's almost, you go back and because Western's been around since the early 60s,
Yep.
but you think about all the people that
Oh.
either used to work there or bowl there. Ooh, just
flagged
missed it.
it. Yep.
But, Bob Baker,
Oh, yeah.
of course, owner Terry
Terry
Kemp,
Kemp.
Ken Herndon, God bless his soul, recently
Yep.
we lost Ken to pancreatic cancer. What a character he was.
Oh.
We could write books on Ken.
Oh, absolutely.
Each one of us. But, Rich Macbeth. There's so many. And, of course, Aaron
All the
Franks, John Johnson.
Yep.
And now John has his own pro shop at Holiday. He started at Western. So it's pretty cool. You think about all the people that you've gone through, either bowled with, bowled against, worked with. It's pretty cool when you look at stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I'm
Unfortunately-
always running into someone that I have no
Yeah,
Western,
isn't that
have
neat?
bowled
Yeah.
there or worked there.
Yeah.
It's just
All right, unfortunately, Henry leaves a 6-7-10. He could go back-to-back opens. He just barely missed that 10 pin in frame number 5, which puts Connie in great shape all of a sudden with that double. All right,
Got the
gets his
count.
2. Yeah, gets his count. So he's got 82 in the 6th. And Connie can really, really, really put the hammer down
another
here.
strike here would be
Yeah,
huge.
sure. Yeah, she'd be up 20-some pins, almost 30, depending on what she does here in the next
Yep.
2 frames.
A little high.
Oh, through the nose and got lucky. Only left a 6-10. You know, years ago I used to absolutely hate having to shoot the bucket. You know, the 2-4-5-8 or the 2-4-5. I make that all day. Now, this spare right here, folks, the 610, I will chop the 6 off the 10 80% of the time. And no matter what ball I use, it doesn't matter what angle I play at.
Got it.
And it's like when you start missing 10 pins. It gets in your head, you start missing 10 pins.
Yep.
I mean, it's like, really? I left the 610. You've already missed it in your mind, of course, because you're replaying
We've all been there
all the time.
Yeah, we've all been there, soon,
of course.
one time or another.
So I'm going, please, give me something else to shoot at. Don't do this to me. Like poor Ken Sturgeon with the 3-6-10.
Yep.
He chops at every conceivable mathematical way you could possibly do it. Good shot. And, almost. It didn't collapse the 10 out.
My spare I hate the worst is the 3-6-9-10.
Yeah.
With that sleeper back there.
And on a sports shot, when we bowled that sport league I was talking about, the nickname for the 3-6-9-10 was the Big Four.
Yeah.
Because on a sport pattern, if you leak it, it doesn't finish. If you go at it, it hooks.
Dives. Yep.
And trying to make the 3-6-9-10 on a sport pattern was unbelievably difficult.
Yep.
Nice.
If
All
you
right.
use your
Good
spare ball,
conversion.
usually
You
miss
don't
the
know.
miss
You
the
try
9-10.
everything.
Yep.
Bringing a basketball, volleyball, it don't matter, you know. But, you know, that was a lot of fun.
I do think Joe Stepniak can pick it up most of the time, though.
Do we have to get into Joe right now? God. He's probably going to win that award.
He's paying me to mention his name.
They ought to pay you for something after all these years of abuse. I mean, texting sandbags to your phone. Ooh, that was a pretty good shot. Leaves a 10. So this is his third one. He made his first one, missed his second one.
Needs to pick this up.
Joe, when he moved here, Joe's originally from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Was in the service, but when he settled here, and he bowled at Western Bowl, he bowled at Pioneer League almost from day one.
Yep.
All the way through. And I think he's held just about every office in that league too, if I remember correctly.
I think he has.
I know he's president for a while. I know he was secretary for a while. But and he still bowls it, even though they moved to the neighboring center down the street. Obviously, bigger facility, and with Rocco's help, just made the league huge.
Yep. And Henry covered the 10 pin there.
So 2 out of 3, not bad. Stays in it. He gets a strike here. It'll be
nice shot.
So he's only down 8.
Carried it.
Am I right, or is he up 2? I've lost track. Let me see. No.
Connie's.
Yeah, she's still up. She's actually still up 8 because she hasn't completed the 8th frame yet. So still a close match.
Real
folks.
close.
Yep. Winner of this match will take on our second seed, Will Reynolds.
Just got another tie sign held up.
Oh, God. And he wonders why I don't like him. Come on, mix it up. That was a good shot. Okay. He's a 7.
To cover this up.
You know, I try my best to be nice to him, but my other self wants to hurt him.
I can understand that.
Joe's a great guy. Loves to bowl. Absolutely loves to bowl. Let's see, can you make this 7 in the 8th frame? Will it hold? Ooh. Thank God for 48 feet of oil, huh? He's going, really? I didn't think I had a prayer.
Good thing the lane wasn't a little longer.
Okay, so she's actually up 17 pins.
Yep.
Okay. With 2 frames to go. She's on a spare, but Henry Gonzalez Sr.'s on a strike. Again, just close frames. That looks pretty good, Darryl.
Yep. Real good.
Come on.
Oh,
do you believe she didn't get that 7 out with that ball? That was a great shot.
That was a really good shot.
Took the 5 pin sideways just like before, but couldn't kick out the 7. So she's got 142 in the 8th, looking for a mark in the 9th.
Looks like we're in for a good finish.
Yes, because Henry, with that strike in the eighth, can put a couple together and make this very interesting.
Yep.
A little bit better.
Yep,
that was
got
much
that
better
one
to
easy.
7.
Yep.
As opposed to the
Not
other
as
one.
close as the last one.
Yeah, exactly. She's laughing. That was pretty neat. All right, here you go, Henry. You need this one badly, son. Other than that, he's pretty much out of it. Of course, Scott running in real quick and picking Connie out of the blue for his pick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cheap. Yeah, dirtbag. And you picked Mr. Oh My God here at Cold Creek, Sky Hill.
That's a no-brainer.
Wow, yeah, absolutely. No doubt.
Oh,
Good
nice
shot. Very good.
You got a match.
Of course, knowing Nolan, Nolan, if you're watching, I know you'd have picked Sky Hill. Having bowled against him here or having watched him perform here, let's put it that way, he is just so tough here. And it's funny how some bowlers are just so good at certain houses.
Oh.
Sometimes they don't even bowl league there, but their game just happens to match up. Years ago, Dwayne Millinger, you couldn't beat him at Bellevue.
Right.
And I used to ask him, do you bowl league here? Nope.
Oh.
But he would just beat you to death at Bellevue.
I'm still searching for that house.
Actually, years ago, Skip Bacon, Western Bowl.
Yep.
And actually, right now, Sean Biggs at Western Bowl is tough. And, of course, Sky here, oh, my goodness, just crazy. Frank Santarelli also bowls well here. Oh, I don't think so. Oh, that was a big miss. Unfortunately, Henry's going to end up at 159. 216. Connie just needs to fill. She's on a mark, so only down 11 without filling pins. It's pretty much a done deal.
Yeah. She needs, 6 pins?
If that.
Yeah.
So Henry Gonzalez Sr. is going to go home in 4th place. And with 5% of the Megapod, he's going to take home $308. First ball, 10th frame. Great shot.
Should do it.
All right. Yep, and that's more than enough, folks. So Connie Bailey keeps marching along. Looks like the fish last week. Not her personally, but coming up the ladder, so to speak. He was spawning last week.
He did well last week.
Yes, he did. That was a good final match, too.
Oh, it was.
Because Gideon Spar was locked, and he gave him a match. He really did. So Henry finishes 159, 216 with handicap. And Connie's going to be in the 230s with her handicap. And when we come back, she's going to take on second seed Will Reynolds Jr. Will the Thrill out of Heatheridge and AMF Aurora. All right, great game for Connie Bailey.
180 for Connie. 2 good games.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. And she starts out with 2 opens and doesn't lose her cool. She just grinds it out. And again, beat some scratch shoots, 233. All right, so that's it for 2 of our matches, folks. Our semifinal match will be Connie Bailey of Arvada, Will Reynolds Jr. of Denver. You'll see that match when we come back, and you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Cold Creek Lanes in Lafayette. Come on back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa back here at Cold Creek Lanes in Lafayette with my color man, Darrell Johnson. And we're watching our semifinal match about to begin. It's Will Reynolds Jr. of Denver, one of a few people in a while that we've had up here that has not won a title. He's been bowling the club for a number of years, has finished in multiple places, but can't get that first win. Maybe he'll do it today. He's up against Connie Bailey of Arvada. Connie's coming up through the ladder, bowling well, grinding it out, doing what she has to do, and she's going to have a 29-pin advantage in this match.
Yep.
And Will's elected to lead the match, so we're going to shake hands here and begin our semifinal match. Yep, 29 pins. So, and obviously, if Will's smart, he's going to try to eat that up as fast as he can because Connie's really not giving him a lot of room.
The sooner
to
you can
kinda
eat that lead,
sneak in. Yeah.
the better off you are.
Yep.
And going for a first title, first one's always fun.
It's always nervous. Yeah. Oh, that was pretty
nice
nice.
shot.
Yeah. As you can tell, folks, Will is just about a two-hander. I call him a 1.5.
1.5-hander.
But he likes to experiment with releases, but he is a character, and he said he's fairly tough. Like I said, in league, you don't even want to get near this boy at Heatheridge on the east side of town. He is very tough there. Okay, easy spare. And yeah, if you'll notice, he'll put his thumb in for his spares, which I highly recommend. It increases your accuracy. You'll see some guys that will, two-hand the ball. And, well, in the beginning, if you did that, you had to do it for every shot.
Right.
And then USBC changed it. But now the emphasis, obviously, is, okay, you get the revolutions you want doing two-handed, but
Nice
whatever
shot.
you make,
10-pin.
stick that thumb in there and go hard and straight at it and get your accuracy down, make your spares.
I actually threw a few two-handed shots in practice the other day.
And
Not very pretty.
well, of course not. I think my chiropractor would be foaming at the mouth because he's going, I got to have him like 3 days a week for the next 6 weeks. Going to turn his spine.
The ball did hook, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
If I was an 8-pound ball, I would have been already.
Right, Connie, boy, I tell you what, she can make my 10 pins any day of the week. Because she don't miss. She's pretty good.
Yeah, if she keeps sparing, she'll be tough.
Yep. Okay, both bowlers start out with marks. And tugged it a little bit. Yep.
Okay, baby split.
Yep, through the face, 310. And her husband, Ken, is sitting behind us having a coronary. Connie's won 2 titles. Ken has won 7 or 8 minimum. He's been in the club over 30 years. But again, not competing and just watching will drive anybody nuts. Yeah. She wasn't lined up at all and pretty much should have stopped and stepped back and regrouped. But some people can't do that. I'm one of them. Once I'm going, I'm going, good or bad. It could be ugly, but I can't stop.
Yep.
So I think that's what happened to her. So 26 in a second on the open. And Will can eat some of that handicap up here.
And Sky's down practicing on the practice pair and
He doesn't need practice.
throwing strike after strike.
Yeah,
right
of
now.
course. Nice.
Oh.
10 pin. That was a
10
good
pin.
shot.
That was a real good shot.
Yeah. Oh, goody. 80% chance of snow tomorrow in Denver, folks. 67 today. A high tomorrow of 32. Welcome to Colorado. All right,
And it's still
boom.
63 out right now.
Yeah. And it's, 5:30 in the evening. Unbelievable. And then the next day it's going to be colder still.
Yep.
A week ago, Saturday, it was brutally, brutally cold at Littleton. I think when I left the bowling center at 8:30 Saturday night, it was like 8
Ugh.
with a wind. It was just nasty.
Yep.
And, of course, I was one of the few idiots on the road because everybody else said, I ain't getting out in that crap. I'm staying home. All right, frame 3 for Will.
Little high.
All right.
4-7.
4-7.
Pick this up. He'll cut into that lead a little bit.
Sure.
Connie on it open.
He's already taken 11 off of it, so it looks pretty good.
Got it.
All right. 3 frames, 3 spares. And Connie's still up, but lead is down to probably, boy. She's probably still up about a mark, but don't want to give him any more because we're only in 2 frames. And that looks better.
That looks good.
A
Oh,
little high. Yep. 610. You know, and the biggest thing that I notice with, and not being discriminatory at all or whatever, I think it's a little bit more difficult for women, endurance-wise, to have the strength to hang in there, from what I've seen. And it's a shame. Obviously, there's still Liz Johnson.
No, absolutely.
You know, she'll bowl anybody, anytime, for any number of games. It don't matter. But for the most part, you know, there's a fatigue factor, and if you're not used to bowling that many games, which most of us aren't anymore. I mean, we bowled 3 games, we're done.
Yep.
We're 4 games, we're done.
Well, I bowled 2 squads yesterday, and I was going, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk tomorrow.
Yeah, really? Yeah, so you think about it. Connie's bowled 3 games today, bowled a roll-off, won 2 finals matches. So this is game 6. Today.
Today, yep. And our 4 qualifying yesterday.
Yeah, so we're going to get her in shape. So let's kind of pull for her and hope she can hang tough here and make her spares.
That looks good.
Go. Very good. All right. So she goes spare, open, open, spare. 64. Yeah, it's close. It's going to
be up a little bit. But
yeah.
A mark.
Yeah. If Will marks, she'll still be up 16. If he can double next 2 frames, it's down to a 6-pin match.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, out of trouble.
No. Could have been a lot worse. He hated that ball when he let it go. Very, very lucky just to leave the 10.
Looks like he hung up on his thumb a little bit there.
Like, it's not a lot. Actually, he's going, is this ball ever going to come off my hand? So.
It does help to not leave the hand in the ball.
Yes, I've been told that, yeah. All right, no problem with his 10 pin.
Spare?
Yeah, that's it. It's a fact. All right. 22, so yeah, he's, wow.
Got 7 pins?
Yeah.
That looked better. Nice shot.
Yes, that was much, much better. All right, so Will Reynolds up down 7, but strikes in frame number 5. And Connie needs to get back into closing frames here. Keep that slight advantage in her favor. That looks a little bit better.
Good.
Come on. Oh, I thought she was going to kick that 4-pin. I thought she was going to Stepniak it there for a second. That was a good shot. 62 in the 5th, and she can spare here. The lead is 6 pins right now if she converts this. And will it hold?
Got it.
Thank God for long oil. Well, Peanut Gallery's harking at her now.
Yeah, we've thought about putting a copyright on the 4-pin trip for Joe.
Oh, please,
and
yeah.
If anyone else gets it, it's like $5 for everybody.
I try not to give Joe any praise, but folks, I got to tell you, the man has probably never forced a ball in his life.
Oh, I would agree with that.
All right. 2, 4, 5, 7. You know, and I tell people, loose arm swings create
Pin carry.
pin carry. Absolutely. And he is the master of pin
Absolutely.
carry. So, and plus he goes out and he does the best he can.
Yep. He never
He does
gives up.
good. Nope. Does good. He does good. He just does bad. He'll either try again or I'll see you next week. And that's how you got to approach it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hurry.
So, how much did Joe pay you?
Wow. Our producer must have just woken up. Oh. He's listening to us.
I'll have to collect on Tuesday night.
There we go. Say.
Yeah. If you need a truck or something, just give me a call. I'm only a couple miles down the road. We can bring that sucker right down to where we have to go. All right, Connie Bailey is 77 in the sixth with an open. Will can make a huge jump here. He's on a strike, and he's up in the sixth frame.
Yep.
That's
Hold
going
that
to
a little
go,
bit.
yep. Hold it a lot, and doesn't
pin.
get out to 9. All right.
If there's one thing I could learn from Joe, it'd be that loose swing.
Absolutely. And nothing wrong with that. And
No.
you know who else was that way? I never saw him pull the ball all the years I watch him ball. Dave Allen.
Really?
Never. Never saw him pull the ball. And he'd get his wife Becky grief all the time. He goes, I've never pulled a ball in my life, and I'm watching you ball it. And it's a comedy hour,
Yeah.
And they just give each other garbage back and forth. It was fun to watch.
And we could have a tie here.
Will you please stop? Where is he?
We are tied right now.
Oh, Lord.
Well, we're tied
Well,
before pin carry was.
Yeah. Will's on a.
Yeah, they're both, he's on a spare, Connie on an
Yeah.
open.
So, but we have a close match.
That's pretty good. And-
Oh!
The 2 became the 4.5.
4.5.
3.5.
Yeah, we'll have to
So
have that
we-
spot.
2 only. 2 only.
5.
Really?
5. Yeah.
I want instant replay. I've been outvoted, folks. All right, 5 only. That way we can raise our hands and there's liquor involved, so anything's possible. Jeez.
All right, I just reviewed, and it has the 5-pin.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, look at that technology.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Man.
Well, that's Sledgester. He's up on it, all this stuff.
Now, if I could find myself an assistant, then we could actually put it on the screen.
Hint.
Yeah, you think?
Oh,
Diana's going, I don't think so. Not a chance in hell. That's a pretty good shot.
well, technically, we have instant replay capabilities. It's just very manpower inducive.
Sure.
And it would turn my solo man project into a 3-person production.
Oh, Lord. Once again, our peanut gallery is so loyal. They're just giving him so much grief. Even the producer's got his hands. Do you believe this?
I could use a Pepsi.
I think he's got it.
One person says, uh-oh, and he goes, oh, what? No doubt about it. We got it. Yeah, we know. So he's got 116 in the sixth with a spare in the seventh. And Connie, she can fill 20 here, is within a pin. All right, so
Yep.
now it could be 2, but no, she's on an open, so it could still be 1. Very, very tight match.
I like it when the number 5 seed just runs through the field.
It happens a lot more than you think, only because they get lined up on it because they're winning, and you're coming in cold, and they already know what ball to use, where to stand, where to throw. The only advantage to being the tournament leader, obviously, is you guaranteed second place money. Today it's $931 just for showing up.
Yeah.
It's like Tiger Woods in Saudi Arabia. Tiger, come on over and play golf. Here's $1 million.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. You know.
Rough life.
Yeah. Do I have to qualify? No. Just show up.
And send it to Sweden.
And we're not going there. That's as far as this conversation about that situation is going. And that looks pretty good.
Nice shot.
Baby, come on.
Oh, that's 7 pin.
That's
I thought we had another pin standing up.
She's going, really? I don't think so. Wow. All right. 35. 28. Yeah, wow. 1 pin. If he strikes, 1 pin difference.
Yep.
Wow. 8th frame for Will Reynolds Jr. Little light,
Little light.
245. And you know what? And I don't want to jinx anybody, but the way this pattern's playing, aren't you kind of surprised that you haven't seen any 2-8-10s yet?
Oh, absolutely.
When it comes up real late and late?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You would think we would have seen a couple of them by now. Good
Nice
job.
cover.
All right, very good.
And we have a, 6-pin match?
Yep, 6-pin match now. But Connie can take the lead with a double.
Yep.
Frame number 9.
That looks pretty good.
And
Didn't get the tap.
no tee to Semez. All right, another 10-pin for Will Reynolds.
Well, it tapped, but it didn't hit hard enough.
Didn't hit hard
That's
enough.
not hard enough.
No.
The best Will Reynolds can do right now, sparing here, would be 201 scratch, 225 with handicap. And Connie can actually run away with it here, but she would have to throw the next 4.
Right.
Boy, a double here would sure help
That
her.
would be huge.
Yeah, get her back on top here. And then go into the 10th.
Connie has a max of 187.
Okay.
She strikes out.
Yep. And
That looks pretty good.
come on.
Oh,
Oh,
little
no
light.
mix. 4, 5, 7. This is doable, especially for how straight she plays. Folks, if you're trying to make this at home, you barely want to hit the 5-pin on the left. You must hit more of the 4-7 with the ball. Otherwise, if you actually hit it dead in the middle, you take the 4-pin and you wrap it around the 7, and you can't convert to spare. And how close does that look?
Oh.
Ooh! That was a pretty good
That was a
effort.
good try.
123 in the 9th. She's in trouble now, Darryl.
She is.
Best she can do is 153 plus 53 for 206. Let's see. 206, and he can go 170, 179, 203. Good here. If she doubles here, she could force Will to mark in a 10. That's about where we're at right now, unfortunately. And no mix. All right, so 143 and 53. 196 is the best she can do. And at this point, I think Mr. Reynolds just needs to get good count on the first ball, and he should advance into the title match.
Yep.
And unfortunately, Mr. Sledgester's pick to click
Yeah.
is gone.
Oh,
no.
she got that out.
It's
Yeah, I
not
think
over till
in a
it's
way,
over.
In a way, fatigue has played a factor, but Connie bowled very, very well.
Absolutely.
131 scratch with
180.
53, shoots 184. And Will's already got that.
Got
beat.
it.
So Connie Bailey's going to go home in 3rd place today, and with 10% of the megapot, she's going to take home $490. Excellent.
Good payday.
Excellent day at the office. Yep. He didn't like that at all, but you know what? Doesn't
He's got
matter.
it.
He's a lucky puppy.
Yep.
And all right. 174 scratch. 198.
198.
So Will Reynolds Jr. moves on. He shoots 198 with handicap against Connie Bailey's 184. And when we come back, folks, you're going to watch our championship match today, and it's going to feature Will Reynolds Jr. of Denver looking for his first ABT title up against Sky Hiddle, Mr. Coal Creek Lanes, our tournament leader. And you'll see that match when we come back. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette. Don't miss it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa, Darrell Johnson, Scott Sledgester, and our peanut gallery president, Joe Stepniak, with us. And we're watching our championship match here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette. Our tournament leader, Sky Hiddle, believe it or not, it's only won one title here. But it seems like every time we walk in a door, Darrell, he just beats up everybody. He's got 8 titles overall, including a Denver regional title, which I made a cool 10 grand on. He's going up against Will Reynolds Jr. of Denver. Will looking for title number 1. Both bowlers excellent players, 2-pin difference in handicap to Will's advantage. Sky's going to have, he's elected to lead the match first, and here we go. This should be a good match. Hopefully it will be. Both are excellent players. This will be fun to watch.
Looks like Sky is doing a ball change from when he qualified.
Yeah, well,
Well,
they've
pressure
opened
shot,
up.
yep.
Yeah. Don't we have security here? Can't we escort him out of here? Sit.
Oh, crosses over.
Yeah. Oh. was that a blemish, pimple? What was it? I think if I remember correctly, Sky is in the printing business. Lives in Longmont. Will tried to repeat it, but of
do the
course
same.
he leaves the 6. Will has a 2-pin advantage, and that's it, folks.
Close match. Handicap.
Second place today, $931. First place today, $1,762. Next week at Wheat Ridge, a little over $1,900 for first.
Not bad for bowling a few games over the weekend.
No lie. And there's always a special thanks to our co-sponsors, Storm Products Incorporated, 900 Global, Rotogrip, Master Bowling Supply. And boy, we're going to have some fun in the next couple months. We've got 2 huge events coming up in Denver. We're going to have our first national doubles event at Arapahoe Bowl in Greenwood Village, 3rd week of May, and then follow it up the following week with a huge 4-day singles event, national singles, $20,000 for first. Block qualifying starting Friday night, going all the way through the semis and finals on Monday. That should be unbelievable.
That'll be fun.
Unbelievable. Brunswick Zone Wheat Ridge. Can't wait to see that. Speaking of seeing that, did you see that strike he just got?
I did. That was. We almost had another pin that moved.
With one pin was spinning.
Nick, we had a question.
Yes.
Someone remembered that it was here that we had the dual 300s. Do
Really?
you remember the date?
I don't remember the date, but I know it was Adam Miller and Isaac Hernandez.
Yeah.
And I was leading that tournament,
And
and I lost to Adam Miller.
no, I do remember it was here.
Yes, it was. I don't remember the date either, and I finished
Sky
second.
Hill.
I also remember I had to edit out about 10 minutes of the footage from that day because we had our favorite NFL player in the background with his cousin.
Oh,
And they were a little raunchy.
we won't go into names.
No. No, otherwise all my editing was for nothing.
I'm guessing that was about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Was it that long
Yeah.
already? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're right. All right, Sky comes out of the gate with a double. Trying to extend his lead. And
Nice shot.
Just sweet. Nice
Oh,
shot.
that must be nice.
And Will's going, what do I got to do to win a title around this place? But it's early. I mean,
Yep.
he can double here, and technically he's only behind by 10. Getting 2, so he's down 8 pins.
8 pins.
Big deal. No biggie. Just get up there and execute. And
Yes, that was Scott. That was Adam Miller and Isaac Fernandez.
Yep, absolutely. Ooh, that's not a good shot. Washout, 1, 2, 4, 10. But he was on a strike, so pin count not a factor yet. Yeah, and the sad part was Adam finished first, and he had the handicap advantage.
Yep.
Be it 1 or 2 pins. Great shot by Will Reynolds. So when poor Isaac got up, he could have shot 300 also and still lost.
Yep.
Amazing.
And almost did.
Well, he didn't carry the first one in 10,
Yeah.
but at that point it
And
was
that-
moot. He
and
was
that
going to lose no matter what.
That was their second match. They tied the
Right,
first match.
they tied the first match,
Yep.
yes. Yeah, if I remember correctly, Isaac needed 9 on his fill ball and got 8 to tie.
Yep.
And then, of course, they both have the front 9, and Adam shoots 300. Oh, that's going to go Brooklyn. No, went
Oh,
high, and
got
he got a
lucky.
major break. Major break, leaves just a 6.
Yeah, that happened on 17-18.
Maybe that's why Isaac doesn't come around anymore. He has nightmares. Now, if I know Isaac, he's bowling the DY tournament in Colorado Springs this weekend. Dennis Young. I think they were kingpin this weekend. All right, good shot.
Nice spare.
Not really a lot for our scratch bowlers to bowl anymore. So DY puts on a pretty good tournament once a month, but in the Colorado Springs area. And some of the better players enjoy it and like to go down and participate, which is cool.
Yep.
Let's see if Sky can keep the strike train going here. Front 3.
Looks good.
Boom!
I got him lined up yesterday.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you get a piece of this?
I'm gonna have to try. Yeah.
Gonna have to try. Yeah, you're gonna have to try, all right? Oh,
I'm guessing it's not gonna work.
Hey, look, you go. Hey, dude, you're my pick to click.
That's it.
I lined your sorry butt up and
Well,
qualified.
I had to because his first game wasn't very good yesterday, and then all of a sudden
then he
he
went
came
nuts.
into my line and
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, because you didn't shoot much first game. Didn't
Yeah.
you shoot like 160,
160
170?
something. Yeah.
You got to be careful, though, telling someone that they were your pick to click, because if they don't do well, they're going to blame you.
No, would they do that?
They do me.
Well, you're different. Front 5. I think instead of a championship shirt, we just get him a statue. We
A statue put out front?
Yeah, just put it out front. We'll light it up at night, you know.
Just rename the place Sky Hiddle Lane.
Why not? Let's see if Will can hang in there. And negatory. All right, 6, 7,
6, 7,
10.
10. He's in trouble.
Yep. Yes, he is.
Nice try though.
Will's pace has changed. He's sped things up.
Yeah. Whether he's trying to enable himself to get a better line for the pocket or not, but the last 2 shots have not been good. And he leaked that one right.
Yeah, it's not
and
coming
you
back.
know that ain't coming back. Unfortunately, he leaves a 1, 4, 5, 7, 8. Not only how do you make it, how do you leave it? But he just did.
That's not your average league.
No. High, what would I say? High pocket Brooklyn? Probably.
Yeah. Be your best chance, I think. 5 pins are going to be a problem there.
Yeah. And let's see.
Or you
Nice.
pick it up like that.
I guess, yeah.
You just-
Well, if you're going to leave it, you might as well be able to make it. That's the way I look at it. That was a great shot. Who knows how important that's going to be down the road? You never
Absolutely.
know. Even though Sky's got the front 5. You know, because
Never know.
Will can still shoot 2 1/4 scratch.
Yep.
You know, you get a couple opens here in the right or the wrong place. This right back to a close game.
Absolutely. Oh, another thing, Sky's using the same ball I used in qualifying, so you know that's another reason he should owe me some money right there.
Yeah.
Using the ball, the line.
Sure.
Almost gets a Joe ball.
So much love. Sky Hiddle is putting on a show for his folks as he does here on occasion. Although he's only won 1 title here, the other time he did finish second. And again, he's won Denver Regional
Yep.
champion.
I think that
8
was
overall titles.
The first regional here, what wasn't it?
No,
that
the
was-
Pope.
that's
the
right,
Pope got
that's
the
right.
first one. And I think he got the second one, and Charlie Kerber got the third one, I believe. Great shot,
Wow.
front 7. Well, let me see. Has no one called us yet and said, I'm calling this?
Not yet.
Because he would have.
He would have. I'm going to hold off. Just
Yeah, I'm going to hold out for a little bit, too.
another frame, maybe.
Yeah.
I still think Connie has a chance.
Wow. Now I know what he does in bowl.
Yeah.
Come on. 4-pin. Hasta la vista, baby.
It's over.
Yeah. Good run, though. Unfortunately, I really want Will Reynolds to win one of these because he's been so close for so long.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there we go.
So what's the pick-to-click winner get?
You get an attaboy.
Attaboy?
Oh, yeah.
I'll take that.
Here's another thing.
I wouldn't know.
Very few people have led qualifying, semis, and won.
Mm-hmm.
You just saw it happen today. And we need a ball in 19. Yeah, Sky led qualifying, right? No,
No,
you
I
led
did.
qualifying.
I did qualifying. Yeah.
My fault.
Almost.
Yeah,
he
you
was
kicked
second.
his butt.
I
crushed it.
had one of those days where you just close your eyes and throw the ball and
I'll remind you that Thursday night when we're both
Yeah.
struggling.
yeah,
We'll just
exactly.
close our eyes.
It was, you know, I bowled the first squad and was plus 57 and
Yeah.
was like, what the heck?
Well, which
Yeah.
at times is enough.
Yeah. And then decided to bowl the second squad and made a ball change and moved
And
a few
wow.
boards and
Yeah. All of a sudden, wow.
I haven't had any of those for a long time.
Yeah.
So
No, you were
It
due,
was-
buddy. That's
it
for
was
sure.
good. I was hoping to lead today, but didn't work out. Had a slow start today.
Did you crush Mr. Stepney?
Oh, absolutely.
You had
That
to. You
wasn't
finished
even,
eighth,
Wasn't even close.
It wasn't even close. Let's see. There we
That was a
go.
Nice shot.
He's
A
going,
little
yeah,
bit
it's
too
about
late,
time.
But yeah.
Yeah. 8th frame. He can go 214 plus 24 for 238. And Mr. Hiddle is on a 7-bagger. What do you think?
Yeah. I think he's going to get this strike, too.
Actually, while we're at it,
He could have.
he might as well shoot
Might as
300.
well.
What the hell?
Have a 322.
Yeah. Yeah. That might take high handicap game in a league, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, looks pretty good, just like the others.
Oh,
Oh, I jinxed him. Great run. Front 7, 10 pin. So now he can go spare sheet 279 for 301, which he did in qualifying because he shot 279
Yep.
his 4th game in qualifying.
Yep.
And wow, he even makes spares. That makes him even tougher, even though he only shoots at like 3 a game. So 209 with a spare in the 8th.
This spare ball doesn't get much use here.
No, it doesn't. It's probably brand new. Probably doesn't even have a track on it. So 2 frames to go. He's going to do frame 9 here and sit down. Will Reynolds will finish first, and Sky will complete the game. So now we got a 9-time champion.
Number
And
9.
Boom. No doubt. Great shot. He is putting on a clinic. Darryl, no doubt about
Absolutely.
it. And folks, again, nice and relaxed. He doesn't force anything. Ball comes off his hand really nice. Good speed. consistency, all that put together, and
You're going to
makes
score.
you a pretty damn good bowler.
Absolutely.
Frame number 9 for Will. And
That's
nah.
it.
6, 7, 10. And he's going, yep, I'm out of here.
Still a good payday.
Oh, hell
Second
yeah.
place.
$931. It's like I told somebody years ago, we were on TV in the early 90s, and we had a gentleman by the name of Ken Fleeg, who used to live in Littleton. And I think he worked for Lockheed. I can't remember. And good bowler. And at the time, Ken had not won a title. And he, unfortunately, barely broke 100. Scratch. And he was so embarrassed. And I said, dude, look at it this way. Where else are you going to win like $1,200 for shooting 108?
Absolutely.
And the cool thing about it, about 2-3 weeks later, he wins.
Nice.
That was neat. So that was pretty cool.
Oh,
Then he went on to win a couple more titles after that.
Yeah. Even happens to the pros. You know,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, remember that guy that, what was it, the Big Four or something, and they were laughing he had to get 2 to break 100?
Yeah.
All right, so actually he went, what, 7 or 9 out?
I gave him a spare.
Yeah, so basically it's 161.
They fixed it, 161.
So 185 with handicap. And Sky will beat him by almost 100. Actually, he will.
Over 100 if he strikes out. Yep.
So there's if he sheets at 279 and 22 is 301.
301, so 126 pins. 116 pins.
Boom. Oh, look at that shot. Bada boom, bada bing.
Pins just like they exploded there.
Oh, I tell you what. This is a clinic, folks. This is how you do it. And you know what? When you get into a zone like this, it's so much fun.
Yep.
You just want to keep going, keep going. Gonna have to find out who his ball driller is. We're gonna make him a millionaire. Okay, second one in the 10th.
Nice.
Yeah, well, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was,
all right.
yeah.
All right. So he's going to shoot 270. Down the pressure's on. He has to get at least 8 to go 300 with handicap. That's huge, huge amount of pressure. What a nice job. Very happy for Sky.
They bowled great all weekend.
He really did. There's his
I
fill
think
ball.
that he's got 8 on that.
Unbelievable.
279.
279 scratch, 301 with handicap. A weak 10 pin cost him 300, but folks, he's going to win title number 9 and $1,762. When we come back, we're going to yak at Sky. We got to find out who his ball driller is.
Absolutely.
And then we got to call, make an appointment. And we're going to do that in just a moment. We'll step aside for editing purposes. Again, you're watching Amateur Bowlers Tour here, what used to be called Coal Creek Lanes, which is now the Sky Hiddle Invitational. And we'll see you in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa with our ABT champion, 9 times now, Sky Hiddle of Longmont. Sky, I got to tell you, that was some great shooting.
Thank you.
Other than Darrell Johnson, who was filling in for Nolan today, I mean, he shot incredibly in qualifying, and you were right behind him. I mean, basically it was you two all weekend. But,
We bowled on the same pair.
and you bowled on the same pair. And you shoot 2 279s. Did you leave your 10 pin the first time also?
Nope, I shanked it and I left a 6-pin, so I went
Okay.
through the nose.
Okay. But what a great finals match. It
Thank
was
you.
unbelievable. Of course, we do our little pick to click here. So Scott went out on a limb when Connie won her match and says, I'm going to pick her. Okay.
Because you always pick after the first match,
Yeah.
right?
And of course, Darrell jumps in. Well, okay, I'll take Sky. I go, really? My God, it's like UCLA with Lou Alcindor. Well, all right, I'll take him.
I think Nolan may have even picked me on that, and he always doesn't pick the number
Yeah.
1 seed.
I think he was safe today, and hopefully Nolan's feeling better. He's under the weather really bad. So,
Yeah.
but we're still going to give you crap when you come back, Nolan. You know that. But
Of course.
who drills your equipment?
This one and the Trident that I used in qualifying was Rob Warner right here.
All right. You
Yep.
hear that, folks?
And I switched to switch grip with these last 2 balls.
And I tell you what, I highly recommend switch grips, only because, especially guys that bowl different leagues or bowl tournaments, and you have a lot of equipment.
Mm-hmm.
The switch grip allows you to have the same feel in every bowling ball.
Yep.
You know, before switch grips came out, if I had 2 balls that were relatively close in feel, I was happy. Now we're lucky.
Yep.
Every ball that you put a switch grip in feels the same, which has to help your consistency with your release, your confidence, it's everything. So Rob Warner again did a great job. And I'll tell you what, since we're on the subject of Rob Warner here at Coal Creek,
Mm-hmm.
he's got a thing for coaching called Bowler's ID. Have
Yep.
you taken advantage of that yet?
I have not yet. He normally has lessons with that early on Saturdays, and I don't get up early on Saturdays very
I
often.
don't blame you. But I'll tell you what,
Mhm.
from what I've read and from what I've seen, you got to try this Bowler ID, folks. It's talking about not getting your rev rate within 1%. I mean,
Yep.
it's incredible. You have to give it a try.
I've
Give
watched.
Rob Warner a call up here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette and schedule an appointment. I think you're going to be greatly surprised. I really do. It'll
The-
help you get closer to Sky. You won't beat him, but not here anyway. But
The other person in the final is Don Sarno, that's also from the house. He actually has had the bowler ID
in fact,
done
I
for
think
him.
he had a lesson Saturday.
Yep.
When we were setting
Yep,
up.
he
so
did a video actually of the
Right.
ball that he was using in the final,
Yeah.
so you can probably check out that video
I think
too
it-
on
it's
his
so
ball
awesome.
reviews.
Yeah, I think it's so awesome. What a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
So awesome, Rob. You continue to do a great job. Obviously, you Sky, you are just your money when it comes here anymore. You're going to kill me because I'm going to have a tournament here. Nobody's going to show up.
No. No.
No, but best of luck to you.
Thank you.
9 times a champion, folks. Next week we're at Brunswick Zone Wheat Ridge. Today, Sky, $1,762, and don't give any to Daryl.
Oh, I
Promise
won't.
me you won't give any to Daryl.
I'm not even going to tell him that I got a check.
There you
I'm just
go.
going to say I'm still waiting for it.
There you go.
They mailed it.
Yeah, it's in the mail. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. For Sky Hiddle, Nick Lasource, and producer Scott Sledgester, Daryl Johnson, our fill-in for Nolan Carruthers. Thanks for watching this week here at Coal Creek, and we'll see you next week at Brunswick Zone Wheat Ridge. Have a nice week, guys.
Thank you.